Roundtable. I'm Earl Ofari, Hutchinson. We host a roundtable every Saturday. Let me just say a quick word. We always have the very good, I'll put it in the past tense, then the present, then the future. Very good relationship with LAPD, former LAPD Chief Beck. You see old hands, so hard to break that. But on at least 5 different occasions, Chief Beck, former Chief Beck, came to the earlier policy roundtable. Sometimes up with some very tense situations that came up, but we always certainly appreciated the cooperation. Fred I saw him here a second ago. Fred always has been a great facilitator. The department has always been very good anytime we ask for whatever resources, whatever help, whatever support. The department has always been a good relationship. Not to say this is a perfect world, there weren't issues and problems, but what we appreciated was the openness, the transparency, and the ability when we disagreed, and there were times we disagreed on issues, to at least be able to go back and forth, lay those disagreements out, and see where we can come together. Now, that was the past, or part of it was the past, at least with former Chief Beck. Now we have LAPD Chief Designate Charlie Beck. You're Charlie. For some reason I want to say Charles, but
will you be the only one?
I'll be the only one. But Charles. So now we have LAPD Chief. I'll just say Charlie. We'll even keep it even more convenient, more relaxed. But one of the things we wanted to do today is Chief Beck has gone around the last week since the announcement from Mayor Rosa about the appointment. He's had a lot of meet and greets in the community, but we want to do something a little bit different today. We certainly want to meet, we certainly want to greet, but we also feel duty bound to ask some questions. And we certainly know that Chief Beck certainly, he can hold up under it. He's probably seen and heard much worse. But we have to ask these questions because as civil rights leaders, and I'm going to ask in a second everybody to introduce themselves. Many of the individuals here at Chief Beck have been on the point on a lot of the issues in the community, issues involving gang, crime, violence, and also, in many cases, issues involving quote-unquote racial profiling, police charges of police misconduct, and on and on. So we felt today it's important to have the civil rights leaders here to ask the questions. And we drove about 4 or 5 key questions.
My name is Eddie Jones, President of the Los Angeles Civil Rights Association. And I have a relationship with Chief Beck, and I'm happy you're on. Congratulations. One of the biggest things that have been happening in the past was there were some officer-involved shootings where some individuals were shot in the back. You know, in the community was in an uproar. However, it was worked out. What will be your policy and procedure on deadly force, not just in the North, West, or East Division, but in South Central Los Angeles, where there is a little bit more crime than usual? How will you handle your procedures, policies and procedures with deadly force? And you know, because some of these young men have their pants hanging down, and you might say hands up, and they go down, they got their cell phones. That's been so common. How will you deal with that situation?
Well, you know, it's all about careful investigation, training, requiring strong and good judgment, and then transparency. All of you have experience with me. I was the chief of South Bureau dealing with incidents such as this. I am open. I recognize that we have a tremendously difficult job to do, and sometimes mistakes get made. But it is extremely important that we minimize those, and when we recognize them, we discuss them, and we develop solutions so that they never occur. And so it's an open dialogue. You know, our use of force investigations are the most thorough in the nation. But it's going to be my goal to make that information available as soon and as prevalently as possible to the community, because it's important that the community have faith in the police department to make the right decisions. You know, the police officers have a tremendous amount of authority. They can take away life, they can take away property, they can take away freedom. You know, the things we value most in our society. And because of that, they require significant regulation and more regulation and more accountability than other pieces of not only society, but of government. And we have to accept that, and I do accept that. And so part of that burden is to be transparent, is to make the results of investigations known as soon as possible, so that the community can gain confidence in A, either we did the right thing, or B, things didn't go as they should have, and we're being.
Will you,
They can take away life, they can take away property, they can take away freedom. The things we value most in our society. And because of that, they require significant regulation and more regulation and more accountability than other pieces of not only society, but of government. And we have to accept that, and I do accept that. And so part of that burden is to be transparent, is to make the results of investigations known as soon as possible, so that the community can gain confidence in A, either we did the right thing, or B, things didn't go as they should have, and we're being.
I'm Willis Edwards. I'm with the NAACP. I'm on the national board and the first vice president of the Republic branch, and a community activist from the heart.
I want to ask a question about statistics, crime statistics. Some of us really believe everyone says that crime is low in Los Angeles. Sometimes in central Los Angeles, we feel crime is very high. What will you do different to make sure that we get the correct figures? And what will you do to bring us all together to be that we all can fight crime together? The police can't do it by themselves. Anybody can do it by themselves. I think it takes us as a family to do it. And what will you do differently to bring us together to make sure that we know that we can fight crime in our community? Because we know there's too many guns on the street.
You know, that's a great question, because I think that's the core of what I believe. And everybody that's worked with me before, in either South here or Rampart or whatever my commands knows, that I reach out to everybody. It's important that everybody is involved in the solution. That's the only way you can get through problems. That's the only way that you can fix problems. So crime stats, you know, I'm going to be absolutely transparent. We have a tremendous opportunity in that our new CompStat facility, which is our primary crime mapping accountability tool, where we hold the area captains and the Bureau commands responsible for what's going on in the neighborhoods. We have a tremendous new facility in which we can put that forward. So I'll not, and those are public meetings, and I have a, before we had the new police building, I was using borrowed space, so to speak, but now it's in my house. And I'm going to need
maybe literally.
For the last 2 weeks experience, yeah, literally. So now it's in my house, and I'm going to invite everybody that has a stake to come. And if that's not enough, if it's difficult, then I'll bring it to the community. We'll do it locally, because it's important not only that people see how we categorize and turn into statistics crime, but how accountable your local captains are, your senior lead officers, your gang leaders, how accountable they are for saving the community, because that's what this, you know, all these things are, it's extremely important for the leaders, but all these problems get solved at the local level. Crime is a local problem, and I have to hold the people who work directly with this community responsible for solving that. Now the way they do that is to work with the community, not on the community.